All right, we're starting off in the elevator here. We are just going to pop out on deck 10, and you look around. The first thing you see are this beautiful display of these plates and vases and wine bottles. It wasn't very kid-centric like the rest of the ship, but it was really beautiful. Everywhere on the ship is beautiful. The carpet is mesmerizing. We are about to go past and in for a second to Palo Restaurant. It is specialty dining on the Disney Magic. We didn't dine there. The food we thought in the main dining room was just fine, and the experience in main dining was just fine, but looks like a wonderful place to eat, and I'm sure it's delicious. I wasn't able to actually go all the way into the restaurant and tour around because I was wearing shorts at the time, and right here the maitre d' is telling me that I'm not allowed to go all the way into the restaurant and film unless I was wearing pants, which I wasn't willing to go put on pants to walk through that restaurant. All right, so we are gonna loop back through. I'm gonna show you some of the masks on the wall in Palo after I show you the menu right here. The masks are kind of cool. Everywhere you go on the Disney ship, there is all kinds of pictures and artifacts and Disney memorabilia, posters, old and new. It's really kind of fun. If you're a Disney fan, it's a dream come true. Even if you're just a moderate Disney fan like my wife and I, we enjoyed seeing all the old posters and thought it was really kind of a cool experience. So now we are actually heading out to the deck on deck 10, and it's a beautiful view. It was pretty cool, but just kind of a gorgeous day. We are in Ensenada, Mexico, and you're going to see kind of the city line of Ensenada right here. Really nice place. It's a fun excursion. We went out and had lunch, had tacos in Mexico. How are you going to beat that? There is a staircase right here, and at the bottom of this staircase is the outdoor seating for the buffet. They had a really great buffet, with the exception of the food always being cold or lukewarm. Awesome food, huge spread, but it was always just not hot enough. So anyway, you can't have everything, but it was really good. Just you can turn up the heat a little bit on those warmers. So anyway, we're walking back around the back of the ship here, and you're going to see coming up these tables that are just kind of off to the side. And normally on the ship, the seating for the most part are those kind of typical deck chairs, which are fine, but sometimes it's nice to sit at a table and maybe play a game or have a cup of coffee. Definitely took advantage of that with my family on this cruise. Had a great time sitting up here with my mom, actually, just shooting the breeze and taking in the view of the ocean. It was really fun. So this is a nice little nook that we found that we took advantage of. We're going to turn the corner here. You're getting a glimpse of one of the water slides. Looks like it would be really fun for a kid or adult. And then as you go a little bit further, you're going to see down below the kind of overhead view of the splash and pool area for the kids. They can get wet and then they can go jump in the pool. It's a cool area for kids. I didn't spend a lot of time here because I actually don't have kids and didn't bring any on the Disney Magic, but I can imagine for parents, it's a place where there's always a lifeguard, there's cameras, and there's always people around, so you could just as a parent kind of relax on the chairs over here and have something to eat, maybe a drink, and let your kids just hang out in the pool and have a good time. So it's set up really perfectly for kids and parents alike. All right, you get a little bit of view of the deck chairs over here. They're the typical cruise line deck chairs. They're fairly comfortable. Not all of them have the backs go up as far as I'd like. I like to sit there and read. I don't always want to be laying down. I like it when the backs come up far enough that you can actually kind of rest your back on it and maybe read a book where you're not sun in your eyes kind of a position. I didn't actually, on the Magic, spend a ton of time on those deck chairs. There's so many activities, so many things to do. I didn't actually do a lot of just chilling out, which is a wonderful thing to do when you're on a cruise. But on the Disney cruise, they just have so much activity packed into it that you don't want to miss out. All right, the first smokestack, I guess you would call it here, with the big Mickey Mouse emblem. It's stunning when you're standing right next to it. It's absolutely enormous. It's iconic, and so it's just a really cool experience to be standing there and walking past those smokestacks. Coming up here, you walk down and you get a really good view of the movie Under the Stars situation on the Disney Magic. They, of course, have a pool right there. They've got lots of seating. They've got the whirlpool or the hot tub there, and they're always playing classic Disney movies. That's all they're playing. When you're on the Disney Magic, you really just need to embrace Disney. You need to go back. If you're an adult, like what we did, is just really tried to embrace and remember what it was like to be a kid, and try to just kind of soak in the Disney magic. Yep, coming up to the second smokestack on the Disney Magic here, and of course has the giant Disney Mickey Mouse emblem on it. Something that's really fun that everybody in my group noticed on this is those giant whistles right there, they call them, which are really loud. They actually play When You Wish Upon a Star. It's kind of a fun feature. We really enjoyed that. All right, walking around the back here, just kind of a narrow passageway. Can take in some awesome views, as always. I'm gonna walk past some more of those deck chairs, and those ones, the backs do look like they're coming up far enough that you could get support to read a book or something like that. Maybe those were the good ones. Okay, yeah, right up here on the left-hand side, you are going to see an area that has nets all around, and it is a basketball court. There was always basketball going on, at least when we walked past. There was a lot of kids on this ship. Not that adults don't play basketball, but there was always some young people in there playing a game of ball, which is a super healthy, awesome activity, and probably people making friends. I think there's a little tiny kid in there at that point. That's kind of cute. There is, on the other side of the basketball courts here, foosball and ping pong. Very popular area. On most cruise ships, the ping pong is popular, but on the Disney Magic, there are a lot of kids, so there's a ton of ping pong going on. There's balls flying everywhere. Fun is to be had in the ping pong foosball area. One improvement I honestly think they could make that wouldn't be very expensive for a cruise line is just put in more ping pong tables. People love them. They're always full. All right, you're going to see, I think, the Ensenada, Mexico big rock display. It was made out of stones, and it was actually really stunning when, the first time you look over the ship and you see that and look down and you have this awesome Ensenada, Mexico rock display down there. It is a really cool spot. We loved Ensenada. Just, 3 or 4 or 5 blocks solid of different shops you can go in and shop for all kinds of unique things from Ensenada and Mexican culture. And of course, you can stop and get some lunch, and it's always going to be delicious. Some people hanging out on the deck chairs. Staircase down to the Lido. There is one more feature to show you, the Bibbidi Bobbidi Boutique. Once again, not something that I took advantage of, but my niece did. My niece had like extensions put in her hair, and they did makeup and stuff like that. So just kind of a cool opportunity for kids to go have kind of a Disney makeover. Heading back down to the elevators. Looks like this is the 9th floor, so we're going to get over to the 9th floor. Deck 9 on the Disney Magic is a really fun deck. There is lots of food. There is great areas for kids and adults to swim and to sit in hot tubs and do fun things. And speaking of hot tubs, here is the back side of the hot tub on Deck 9, which in this particular area of the ship is adults only, which they really do enforce well. You don't see kids running through here or anything like that. So the adults can get some space, the kids can go up to their areas that's kids only, and everybody can have a good time. And when there's family time, everybody can get together, but otherwise, here you go. We've got some adults back here having some adult beverages. Their kids are probably in one of the kid-only rooms, and everybody's just having a blast. So that's kind of nice. This is Signal's Bar right next to the adult pool, where you can just get in, enjoy the hot weather, and have a couple of drinks. Look at that. I wish I would have sat in that area. That looks absolutely beautiful and comfortable. Maybe there was an upcharge for that, I'm not sure. Check out these deck chairs. They do not come up far enough in the back for me, but they do have nice cushions on them, which helps. Here is a towel station in case you need to dry off after a swim. And we are going to come around the corner here. Kind of the side of the ship right next to the ocean is enclosed, and there's tables surrounding in this area, so you're not getting hit with the breeze, but you're still able to take in the views and enjoy some of the complimentary food on the ship. All right, we went through that little passage. That was kind of the separation between the adult area and the kids area. Now we are heading down to, I believe, the splash pool in the area where they have movies under the stars. Oh, but first we got to come around the corner here. These folks here at the Edge, which is a kids-only section. There's a certain age group. I think the age group for the Edge was like 13 to 17. I don't remember exactly, but adults aren't allowed in there. I could not go in there and show you what it looks like because it's kids only. And those folks actually just found out that they don't open till 11, so they had to walk away and come back later. All right, so back on track here. We're coming around. Look at all those beautiful deck chairs, and see, when those ones are at the angle, that's okay, because those are for watching the movie. Looks like just kind of the right angle for watching the movie. But in general, I just like them to come up and be a little bit more supportive for the back. I know I keep talking about that, but it's just something I feel strongly about. All right, so looks like there is a video playing as usual, a Disney movie. A bunch of people out there enjoying it in the nice sunshine. We're going to come around, and this side looks a lot like the other side, where there are just some nice places to sit, have some food, and take in a Disney movie on the big screen. I actually don't know what Quacks is exactly. It might just be the general area, because when we come around the corner here, we are going to come to Pinocchio's Pizzeria, which has a really clever name, and I wanted it to be so good. And I don't know if it's good, because truthfully, I didn't try it. You'll see why in a second once we get past this bar. Maybe the bar is Quacks. I'm not exactly sure. So anyway, they have it kind of covered so the sun can't hit it. But take a look at this. That to me does not look like good pizza. I wasn't willing to try. I kind of regret that. I should have at least tried a slice, but it just truly didn't look like good pizza to me, so I just passed on it. Who knows? I can't tell you for sure if it's good or not. You'll have to try for yourself. Coming around the corner here, we are going to get to the Duck-In Diner. It's a clever name, and we did eat at the Duck-In Diner. Here's a nice restroom on the way. Just in case, there are restrooms, like most cruise ships, kind of all over the place, so you don't always have to go back to your room if you need to use the bathroom. Okay, here's the Duck Inn Diner. When we came through with the camera, it was actually closed, but you get the idea. Those windows are open. There's folks back there making these burgers, cheeseburgers, hot dogs. They had shawarmas. I don't know if you've ever had those before. That's actually what I had. It was pretty good. Wasn't amazing, and like the rest of the food on the Disney Magic, it was lukewarm at best. That is my biggest complaint about the food. It was really, really tasty food. I just wish it was hot. I need my food to be hot. So Disney, just try to work on the heat of that food. All right, this is an important spot on the ship right here, and a very popular and crowded spot. It is called Ice Cream. Little play on words there. It is the ice cream station. Look at that. You have mint. You can get a mix of mint and chocolate right there, a swirl. They have different flavors. It is not just chocolate and vanilla. I believe they also had strawberry. So you can get yourself a little soft serve. There we go. She is filling up that soft serve right there. That's Emily. We all know Emily. And she is going to give it a taste. Yeah, you can tell by the look on her face that was a good taste of ice cream. All right, we're turning around and heading back to where we just came from because we want to show you on the back side of this deck, we have another place for some complimentary food that we actually did try, and it wasn't bad. It's Daisy's Delights, and in a second here, you're going to see that they have like wraps and sandwiches, fruit, some healthier options to eat on the Disney cruise. And what's nice about this is it's not meant to be warm, so it's actually really it's really good because you didn't need to warm it up. I'm going to show you here. There's a little bit of glare on the windows, but everything is presented beautifully, and it was pretty tasty. I did enjoy these. I had a couple of the wraps and one of the sandwiches, and it was very tasty. And over here, it looks like the soup station was closed at that point, but they do have Build-A-Bowl back here, where you can choose from all these different peppers and mushrooms and sauces and build yourself a bowl. This is the entrance to Cabanas, the buffet, which you're going to see in a second here. For whatever reason, they never had that entrance open. You always had to kind of go around where we're going to go and come in from the elevator station. All right, now we're getting to the good stuff. Cabanas Buffet. It really was a super impressive buffet. They insisted, and this is great, they insisted that you stop and wash your hands thoroughly. There were stations to wash your hands all over the place. The shark. Coming into the buffet, you always saw the shark. And check this out. This is truly a spread you're not going to forget. There's just a huge variety of food, all kinds of different food from different nationalities, mac and cheese, soups, Mexican food, Italian food, all kinds of different meats, all kinds of different veggies, tons of different breads. It was really good. We had some of the sliced beef that's coming up here. Look at the size of that piece of beef, and we had some of that. It was delicious. The staff here, look at that smile. She is so friendly. The staff was really great. Like I say, the food variety was spectacular. I'm just going to say it one more time. I don't know why they didn't just have it a little bit hotter. It was all lukewarm. Every day it was lukewarm. So I hate to say negative things, but it could have just been better if they just would have turned up the heat a little bit. Oh, the desserts. The employees were so great. You go around with the camera and they all come over, not all, but they come over and they say hi or wave at the camera, smile. Some couscous over there, mac and cheese. We're coming around the other side of the buffet. You're going to see a lot of the same foods, but there were some differences. As far as size of buffet, the actual size of the buffet and the variety of foods, I think of all the cruises I've taken, which is 4, it's not that many, but it is the biggest buffet that I have been in. Ooh, there's some of that seafood gumbo soup. That was actually really good, and it was just above lukewarm. So I really enjoyed it, being that it wasn't hot enough, but it was closer. And here is a drink station. I think this is important to point out. On Disney cruises, you get drinks included in your price. That is not alcoholic drinks, but you get like Coke products and Pepsi. I guess Coke products, there's no Pepsi up there. And you get the juices, you get the coffee. On most other cruise lines, you have to pay extra for that. And check this out, endless shrimp, endless crab legs. How are you going to beat that? All right, here's the seating area. The seating area was vast, but there were times where it was extremely crowded in the buffet, so a little bit more seating wouldn't have hurt. All right, here we are starting on deck 5. This deck has theaters. There's a lot of staterooms on this deck, and some other cool areas to explore, so let's check it out. First thing we're going to do is see these pictures of these elegant ladies drawn in the style of Disney. Coming around the corner here, and we are going to see the Buena Vista Theater. This is a cool theater. We saw the movie Wish here, I believe a day before it actually came out in the theaters in the rest of the world, so that was kind of fun to get a pre-screening. They had popcorn there. I gotta say, I thought the popcorn was going to be free. It was not. You had to pay for the popcorn, so I kind of passed on that. You would think they could include popcorn in the admission here, considering the price of Disney cruises, but no luck there. All right, we're going to take a look inside the theater, and you're going to notice that it's a beautiful theater, but you're going to notice that there is a few folks in here that are waiting. It looks like they're in here waiting for a show. The show didn't start for about 40 minutes, and it's actually the show that we went to. And I'm going to play a conversation for you a little bit further down from the actual footage here that my wife and I had, and I'm going to let you know what happened. So stay tuned for that. Here is It's a Small World. All right, there was a little bit of raw audio for you right there, just to kind of give you an idea of what the atmosphere was like. There are kids walking around singing songs, living their best life, no doubt about it, on the Disney Magic, just having a blast. Going past some of these iconic pictures. It's old movie posters. It's pretty cool. Okay, this is the Oceaneer Club. This is one of the kids-only spots, but it just happened to be that during or while we were walking by, they were having an open house. So we were able to go in and show you guys what it looks like in the Oceaneers Club. I believe this is for like ages, don't quote me on this, but like 5 through 13 or 5 through 12, something like that. So we get to peek around in here. Obviously, they have lots of area for playing different kind of games. They've got some cool, looks like Tangled themed areas over there. The giant books, that's always kind of cool. Movie screens all over the place. The Christmas theme going on because this was a maritime cruise we were on. that is a 3D image back there of the Hulk. You don't really get to notice it so much on the video, but it was pretty cool. This was cool. This was really, I didn't see a lot of Marvel related things on the ship, but here we've got Iron Man. I'm going to pan over and you're going to see Captain America's shield, which was pretty sweet. And then I'm going to pan over again and you're going to see Thor's hammer kind of in a cabinet there, which that kind of stuff was fun for me to see even as an adult. Another little colorful, cool looking area. Watch movies, play games, do activities. Yeah, just like a dream come true for the particular age group that they have this room designated for. Glad we got to get a peek in there. The carpet here and really all over the ship was always mesmerizing. It's super cool designs. All right, and I promised you guys a piece of audio that's relevant to what we talked about a minute ago. Check it out. I feel like we should be sitting in the theater waiting.
Well, if you want to go see it, you should.
You know, for a movie, is there really bad seats?
Oh. If you want me to see it.
I hope it's not like that. That's why I chose the afternoon show. All right, that's just about it for Deck 5. But I just want to comment on what we just talked about there. As you saw, there were people in the theater about 40 minutes ahead of when the movie started. Well, we got there about 10-15 minutes before the movie started to watch the movie. Just about every seat in that entire theater was taken. We sat in the very, very, very back row against the wall and not even the normal seats. So make sure if you go to even the matinee on the Disney Wish, get to that theater early. All right, we are moving on to Deck 4 here. These are some pictures on the staircase. The staircase is full of great pictures everywhere. I swear they change them out. It's like there's a new one every day. Here's the elevator bay for Deck 4. And we're going to come around the corner here. And this is the Walt Disney Theater. This is where they put on the production shows. We saw the Tangled show, which truly was kind of a disappointment, and we had kind of a bad experience there. They're very crowded. I mean, it's cool that they put on the shows, but in another video, I'm going to talk to you about a little bit of a confrontation that occurred during the Tangled performance here with the people that were behind us. But I won't get too much into that now. Make sure you check out that other video, though. It'll be a good one. Coming down the hallway here, and we're going to check out something special that happened on this walk. We have a sighting of Chip and Dale here. It's interesting, going into the Disney cruise, I thought there was going to be characters just kind of walking around everywhere on the ship and you're just going to see them all the time. But actually the characters are really treated like celebrities. They pull out all the stops, the red carpet, so to speak. There's photo ops where you kind of have to plan when you're going to interact with the characters or get a picture with the characters. Everybody gets really excited. People line up for, half distance of half the ship just to get in line and have an experience with Goofy or the Chipmunks here, or Mickey Mouse or Minnie Mouse or Donald Duck or whoever it is that you want to see. All right, we've gone into one of the awesome gift shops on the Disney Magic. If you want Disney memorabilia, there is no place better. They're going to have pretty much everything, including Disney breakfast cereal, I'm pretty sure. They've got some pretty cool stuff, and I would imagine that these are items that you can only get on a Disney cruise. So unique Disney memorabilia, I know that people absolutely love that. Here's Whitecaps. This is across the hall. This one seems like it had a little bit higher end merchandise. Not to say that the stuff across the way wasn't high end, it was all pretty expensive. But over here you have the jewelry, and you know, they know that generally people on Disney cruises have a little disposable income, and so they're going to have some shiny and wonderful things for you to purchase if you so choose. I believe those Ray-Ban sunglasses that you just saw were about $200. You know, that's a little bit more than I'm going to pay for sunglasses, probably because those are the ones that I'm going to leave on the beach. All right, that's the gift shop area. There is more retail locations as we walk through the ship, but that's kind of the main hub of the gift shops right there. Coming back to a different elevator bay, once again, kind of cool carpet. Kind of makes you feel like you're in motion even when you're not. Here is your next Disney cruise booth. The only thing better than one Disney cruise is your next Disney cruise, so you can sign up there and usually get a good discount if you get it on the ship. Here's a nice little area to sit. And around this corner, you're going to see where another one of the not so great things happened to us on the Disney cruise. And you know, like I say, I don't like to be negative, but I do want to point out the things that were a little bit irritating to me, just so that maybe you won't have the same experience. In this case, it may not matter. Right in this corner that you're seeing right here, they set up a photo op with, I believe Goofy was the Disney character, but right where that gentleman is sitting right there playing games, I was sitting with my family. We were in the middle of a board game, and they came up to us, a lady, a representative from Disney came up to us and just kind of rudely said, "Hey guys, I'm sorry, but I'm sorry you're in the middle of a game, but you're just going to have to leave. We have a photo op with Goofy right here, and you have to find somewhere else to play." So in the middle of a board game, we had to just get up and find somewhere else. I think it would have been kind of cool if she would have maybe brought us to another location that would have worked, or maybe just made some different arrangements, or just been a little bit more nice about it, but it didn't work out that way. So now we are in the art gallery, which is once again really cool. You get to see this really unique and wonderful Disney art. It was quite pricey, but cool. And here is the D Lounge. This is one of the areas on the ship that they do like trivia and the different activities and games and game shows and stuff like that. There's a stage down that you'll see in a second here where there's performance, or you know, the moderator is talking to everybody. Cool place to come and sit and hang out. Here's some of the portholes on Disney. You can see, I think, people playing shuffleboard out there, which is kind of cool. Here's more of that Disney art. You know, you're looking at $300 to $500 for a lot of this stuff. Very cool, but a little bit above my pay grade. Here is the portrait studio on Disney. Then this next room is I believe called Shutters. It's where the folks that are going around the ship taking photos, you can actually see the photos that they take and purchase them if you'd like to. Pretty cool. There you go, there's the Shutters sign. And this is actually just still a continuation of Shutters. It's just more areas where you can kiosks and places that you can check out the photos that have been taken and purchase them. Cool view of the deck out there. Like I said, here's another retail area that just kind of pop up from time to time. This is watches. Very, very nice watches. Nice jewelry. All right, we're going to head outside on deck 4 now and check out the area where you can walk around the ship. You can come out here and get a little bit of exercise if you want to walk around the ship a few times and take in some unbelievably amazing views. The ocean waters are so great. You can just sit there and stare at the ocean for hours, hang out with family, and just enjoy the atmosphere, the fresh air, the amazing views, and just the entire environment. They also have, of course, shuffleboard in this area. It's kind of a nice wide open place for it, and there is definitely some intense games that get going on. This family, I think, was having a pretty fun game of shuffleboard. Looks like a decent shot. And there's some nice padded deck chairs out here, benches to sit on and have a cup of coffee. You can see the portholes from the other side here that we were just seeing on the inside portion of deck 4. Of course, above you can see that this is where the life-saving boats, the lifeboats, are stored, just in case something were to happen. This deck was actually one of my favorite places on the ship. I just sometimes like to get away from everything, come out and sit and enjoy the ocean breeze and the ocean view. All right, we're moving on to the animator's palette. A little bit of a play on words there. This was a really fun restaurant. The walls had all these screens and these illustrations came to life. There was movies played sometimes. The entire restaurant would change colors. Here's a little example of some delicious potato and bacon soup. An amazing dessert here with the Mickey Mouse ears on the chocolate piece. It was really a special place to have dinner. I know my entire family really enjoyed it. We had a perfect table for the Mickey Mouse experience. He came and danced like literally right in front of us. Check this out. This is just so cool. It was really special. All right, we are approaching the Soul Cat Lounge. It is the jazz club on the Disney Magic, although I did not hear jazz music coming from there once. Being a big jazz fan, that disappointed me, but it was still kind of a cool place to come hang. This, right now, there's a trivia contest going on, and I, in a second here, have some raw audio, and I'm going to give you one of the trivia questions the person is asking, and we'll see if you know the answer. All right, here we go. You guys ready for this question?
And question number 14. Which Disney horse is Merida's trusted steed in Brave? Of course, it's Angus.
You know, I wouldn't have known that answer because I have not actually seen Brave, unfortunately. I'll have to check that out. There's just the Soul Cat Lounge from the other direction. Cool place to hang out for sure. All right, this is a treat. This is Rapunzel's Royal Table. This is the third dining room on the Disney Magic. You kind of cycle through the dining rooms. This was our last night on the ship, and we are just entering the dining area here. The camera gets a little bit shaky, but kind of wanted to give you the experience of walking into their dining at Rapunzel's Royal Table. It's really cool. They've got the tangled lanterns above, makes you feel like the lanterns are just kind of floating around. There's actually a live performance going on while you eat. Here we go. This wonderful waitress is seating us at our table here. There is Rapunzel visiting our table, and here are a couple of the characters from the bar scene in Tangled, if you've seen that, that are yucking it up and dancing. There is some steak and a pasta meal. Oh, that dessert was absolutely fantastic. Great food at Rapunzel's table. Alright, a little more footage of the menus and the ambiance as you walk into Rapunzel's Royal Table. Some more of that really cool Disney art that you just see everywhere around the ship. All right, we are headed for After Hours. This is the area of the ship where there are some nightclub kind of feeling places. Not going to see so many of the kids over in this area. Disney does a great job of keeping the kid areas and the adult areas separate. All right, this is actually the Club Fathoms. It's a really cool room. Once again, it's a room where they do smaller performances or trivia or game shows, things like that. The ambiance in this room is fantastic, and we spent a little time in there. It was wonderful. These portholes here. There we go. There's the Fathom sign. These portholes here actually double as seats where you can just hang out and watch the ocean go by. There's Emily trying it out, and I believe, yeah, she says not that comfortable. Wasn't that wasn't that great in her opinion? Yeah, we are heading down the hallway here to another club area, bar area. This is called Keys, and here is the inside. It's a pretty chill place. There was a piano player back there playing. She was okay, maybe not my favorite musician on the ship. It was still a pretty fun place to come and hang out for a while. Tour of the Disney Magic. Just wanted to show you guys a couple more features. This is just one of the stateroom hallways. You can see that people love to decorate their doors with Disney characters and pictures and magnets and all kinds of fun stuff. People really get into it. We're going to be coming around the hallway here in a second, and you will see the elevator bay in the stateroom area. All right, and next is something that was really important to us since we're taking kind of a longer trip. This is the laundry room. There is laundry on Disney Magic. We didn't even know that going in. It was a pleasant surprise. Looks like it's $1 for some soap to wash your laundry. The machines were really high tech. They actually would text you on the Disney app when your laundry was done. So that was kind of a cool feature. All right, now this is our room. We were lucky enough to have a balcony room. This was actually our first balcony on a cruise ship. It's going to be hard to go to anything else. So yeah, this is just our bed. There are the badges we just got. We're happy about our key to the world passes. There was the living room with a nice big couch. Here is the balcony itself. This was an obstructed view, but we actually kind of liked it. It gave us more privacy. That porthole was huge. You get the fresh air coming through it. And you're about to see, when we first got in, there was a pirate ship out there actually shooting cannons. It was, well, I don't know if they're actually cannons coming out, but they were shooting something. There was smoke billowing out of it, and it was making really loud noises. There's a nice view of the inside of the cabin. It was really nicely sized. It was big. We felt comfortable in there. It was great. The bathroom is separate from the shower on Disney cruise ships. It's kind of a cool feature, so one person can be in the shower, the other person can be getting ready in the bathroom. And here is the shower room. It was a pretty decently big shower. I don't really have a lot of complaints. The bathroom side was kind of small, but the shower side was good, and we really enjoyed our balcony room on the Disney Magic. Hey there, everybody. Did you enjoy this video? Did you make it all the way to the end? If so, why not hit that subscribe button? We are going to be talking about a lot of cruises. We're also talking about all the other travels that we do. We're going to be going to South America. We have a bunch of great videos on Vietnam and Thailand. We're going to be doing a series on Liechtenstein in Europe, on Switzerland. We have all kinds of content that's going to be coming out. Why not hit that subscribe button and help out the channel? Hopefully we'll see you again soon.